Hey girls, how's it going? All right, I am literally running down to the last minute. This is always how I work. I must operate like the best under stressful circumstances because I swear to you, I always am waiting till the last minute to accomplish things. So I just got my notes finished, like literally 10:59, I popped over to 11, finished. I knew what I wanted to say, but I wanted to make sure to have it written out so that I could get everything that I wanted to say to you guys, because I have lots to say. I'm excited to share with you guys. And if you don't know this about me already, hi guys, hey Mish, hi Stephanie, hey Ashley. If you guys don't know this about me already, I am a rambler. That's right, I ramble. Like I need to be in an AA group for rambling. I go off on tangents like nobody's business. So if I don't have notes, then we could be here all day long. Okay, so I want to make sure to honor your guys' time and try to get started as soon as possible, but I know that sometimes people forget, so I'm going to wait just a quick sec. I will just introduce myself, and then I'll get right into the training. And you know what? My notes are like over here on the side, so if it looks like I'm not talking to you, that's why. Okay, hi Alba, hi Moni, Taylor. Okay, so you guys, my name is Natalie Shaw, and I am a mom. I have two kids, a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, and been married to my husband for 10 and a half years, and I live in Utah. I am at the ranking of Monarch, and I've been with Senegence a little over a year and a half, about 20 months. So I signed up in April of 2016, and you are the real deal. Oh, Mish, you're funny. If I don't answer questions, I'll try to go back through and answer them, but honestly, I'm like squirrel, and if I see a question, it really might sidetrack me. So I'll try to leave a little bit of time at the end open to answer questions, but then I'll try to also go back in and answer questions after the fact. But see, I already just squirreled. I don't know what I was just saying. Oh, I'll really quick just tell you how I got started, and then we'll go right into the training. Hi, Amanda. Hey, Jessica. Hi, everybody who says hi. This is my hi for everybody that says hi, okay? So in 2016, my husband and I refinanced our home, and we were living comfortably, but we decided we wanted to go on a budget, or no, we didn't decide we wanted to go on a budget, no. We decided we wanted to refinance our house and pay it off in 15 years, hopefully 11, that was our goal, right? But we, in order to do this, decided we needed to go on a budget and just be a little bit more careful about spending our money. It wasn't anything crazy like budget wise, but I didn't love the idea of it. And I'm not a big spender anyway, but just to know that I only had $200 a month, which I shouldn't say only because that is a good amount of money, but still, it's just like my little brain was like, no. So I decided I wanted to look for something else, something that I could do from my home. And honestly, I had a neighbor who was posting a bunch of Rodan and Fields on social media, and I thought, okay, I could do that. I'll have to commit to washing my face every night, which is going to be the hardest part of all, but I could do that. So I met with her, and I was going to sign up to do that. The night that I was going to sign up to do that, my friend and sponsor, Nicole Neely, who just lives a couple houses down from me, she had posted a month ago or a month before about, you know, this lipstick that didn't come off, and I didn't even wear lipstick, but I thought it was very cool. I sent it to my mom and sisters, and they wanted to buy some, and you know, I thought about, oh, maybe I could do that. I actually messaged her and said, could I sell this? Are you selling it? And she said yes, but then I thought, how could you make money selling lipstick? Like, it's $55. What kind of a commission are you gonna make on that? Not very much. So I kind of put it out of my mind. But I did want to go and try it out. So she had a party at our friend's house and went over to that party, and I sat back and watched everybody just go insane. You know the drill. They're putting it on, trying on all these colors, and I'm like, what is happening? Why are they so excited? Well, obviously I didn't wear lipstick, and I didn't realize how big of a deal this was that it didn't come off. So I walked away from that party, and I was supposed to sign up with Rodan and Fields that night, and I messaged the lady and I said, I am so sorry. I just feel like I need to do something else, and I know this is so rude. You spent this time with me, and I signed up that night to sell LipSense. I had no idea Senegence was the company. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but the rest is history. So that's my story. Let's get started, shall we? I want to point something out because I don't want you guys to get discouraged and to think like, oh my gosh, like how does this person do this or this person do this or da 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 da. Okay, some people are naturally gifted in different ways. We all have natural gifts. We all have things that we're good at, right? I was born, for lack of better words, like being able to manipulate. Like that's the worst. I don't know how to say it. Maybe somebody can come up with a different word than manipulate, because I hate that word. I think it's used in like it's a negative connotation of what I'm trying to explain, right? My son was born this way. Like nobody taught him. He just is like a master manipulator. And if you use it for good, then it can benefit you, right? Obviously people who manipulate in a bad way, it's not good. So, hi Nicole. Okay, so anyway, that is like a fabulous influence, maybe like an influencer, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I got an angry face there. I don't mean it in a bad way, because manipulation can be bad, but this is in a good way. Okay. Persuasive. There you go. Thanks. Convince or persuasive. Okay. Some people are just born that way. Okay. Also, my degree is in technical sales, so I have lots of sales experience. But also, like I said, it was just something that I was good at. I just, it came natural for me to talk in the way that I am going to talk to you guys about. And if you use it for good, obviously if you use manipulation for bad, it is a negative thing, but you can use being persuasive and influencing people for good. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you guys about being assumptive and about saying things the right way, because sometimes we don't realize it, but we're sabotaging ourselves. We are trying to share this amazing opportunity that we know in the depths of our heart is going to bless someone else's life. And yes, we're trying to build our teams, and yes, we're trying to move our businesses forward, but the way that I think of it is like, I am offering something that's going to change someone's life. Even if all it is a little bit of confidence, even if they only do it for 6 months and they decide it's not for them, I can guarantee you they learn something about themselves. I can guarantee they make a new friend. I can guarantee that they have a positive experience. Even if they think it's not for me and I didn't make the money that I wanted, I guarantee they learned something from it. So I know in my heart, I'm offering something that they need in their life. And if they truly need it and I offer it in the right way and I use the right words, they're going to accept it. That's just the bottom line, okay? So what I want you guys to think about, and you have to be real with yourself, is how well are you doing in, I'm going to use some words that are salesy, okay? That's my background. That's what it is. We know that we're not trying to sell people, but in a way we kind of are. But if we come from our heart and we know that we're offering something that is incredible, then it's okay. Okay? But I'm gonna use some words like that, okay? So I already forgot what I was just gonna say. Crap. I totally lost my train of thought. Okay. Okay. I know what I was going to say. What you will realize is the way that you are saying things and how you're saying it can completely help you or totally sabotage you. So what I want you guys to ask yourself is, how well do you close people? Okay, that's the sales term. How well do you close people? And what I mean by that is, if you have 5 people that come to you and ask you about the opportunity, how many of those, and they came to you, okay, how many of those people are going to sign up? Let's say 10 people come to you to ask you about the opportunity. They say, Erin, I want to know more about, like, what are you doing? Tell me about this LipSense thing. How many of those people are you going to close or sign up? Okay, if your answer is not 7 or 8, then you need to hear what I'm going to say today. And even if it is 7 or 8, you can become better at it. Okay? And it's okay if your number is lower. That's okay. You can improve upon this, you guys. Some of these things that I'm going to talk about today, you guys maybe have never even thought of before. And if you have thought of them and you still aren't at a 7 to 8 closing ratio, then you need to practice and you need to change your tactics a little bit. And I promise you'll get better at it. And the cool thing is, this is what's so cool about it, because I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way when I'm talking about closing people or being manipulative or persuasive or being assumptive, because what is amazing about this is we know this. We know this. We know that our products work. They do exactly what they say they're going to do. We can be so proud about that. And number two, we know this opportunity can literally change your life. I don't care if it's one time you made $200. That's life-changing for somebody, even if they decide they don't want to do it again. We know that from the bottom of our hearts. We know that this can change their lives. So being persuasive and being assumptive and making sure that we are closing people is it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, okay? So I just want to get that in your heads first of all. So how you say things can make all of the difference. And I promise you that it comes with time. I promise you if it's not something that's natural for you, it's going to take practice and it's going to come with time. But I hope to give you guys, open up your mind to a different way of saying things, open up your mind to some new verbiage, and also share with you a little bit about what I do and what I have found to be effective. And as you practice these things and as you make them be your own, I promise you, you will get better. It's just like anything. And I tell my son this all the time. Like, he starts out playing soccer and he sucks at it and he's upset and he throws a little tantrum. And I say, buddy, you can't get better until you practice. The only way you can get better with something is practicing. Unless you're just a natural born athlete, you got to practice. So he practices and he scores his first goal and he's so excited. And I'm like, look at that. You practiced and you got better. So then the next time he goes to do something and he sucks at it, I'm like, remember how you had a hard time with soccer? If you practice, you're going to get better at this and soon you're going to get it. Okay? This is the exact same thing with this. It doesn't have to come natural for everybody. The only reason I told you in the beginning it came natural for me is because I don't want you to be hard on yourself and be like, oh, I could never do that. Okay? This is something that does come natural for me, but I've also practiced it, okay, over time. I've gone to school for it, all of the above, okay? So you can be better at this too, okay? So first of all, you have to come up with a script. And FYI, we're talking about presenting the opportunity, whether it's talking to a cold contact, a warm contact, they come to us, we go to them, whatever, okay? You have to have a script. You have to know exactly what you're gonna say and how you're going to say it. So if you don't have a specific script that you use, you need to get with your upline, assuming that your upline is a 7 to 8 out of 10 closer. Okay? If your upline is not a 7 to 8 out of 10 closer, then you need to get with your next upline or the next upline or your crown princess. Remember to be respectful of her time, and make sure you go through the kind of the ladder, but get with that person that is a 7 to 8 out of 10 closer and make sure you send them your script and let them read it, or better yet, let them listen to it, because I promise you if you use voice messenger, you're gonna have much more success. So let them listen to your script and let them pick it apart, analyze it, and help you come up with something better, okay? Hi, Jenna. Oh, I miss you too. So somebody just asked, do I have a script? I kind of do, yes. I mean, I do, 100% yes. I'm gonna share with you guys in a minute what I say. So make sure that it's right. Even if you have one, even if you think it's working, and even if you are a 7 to 8 out of 10 closer, still send it to your upline and say, hey, what would you change on this? What do you think I could do better? Or what do you say? Or what works for you? Tell me what you think about this. Why not? Have you ever done that? I'm guessing out of the 273 people on here who are watching, not even 10% of you have sent what you say to your upline or to a person that is a good recruiter or sponsor and had them analyze it and critique it, okay? Second, I already said this. Even if you think it's good, double check, because you might be surprised. Okay, I said this earlier, but I'm going to try to not read the comments just because it'll get me distracted. So the next thing you need to do is once you've nailed it down and you've got it and you've analyzed it and you've got help and you've got somebody that's a good sponsor that says, yes, this is awesome, then guess what you need to do next? You need to practice it on someone until it's memorized, until you're completely confident in what you're saying and how you're saying it. You've got to know it like the back of your hand. What do you know so well? Let me tell you a little bit of something. I could talk about a certain TV show that I'm watching, right? And I could tell you all about it. I could tell you about the characters. I could tell you about the storyline. I could tell you this, that, and the other, right? Because I know it and I love it. That's a stupid example, but you got to know it like that. You have to be able to share it, say it without any falter. You can't sound nervous. You can't sound like fumbly. You have to be like, you know it. You know it, okay? So Elizabeth, if your upline, or I know I said I wasn't gonna answer questions, I'm an idiot. If your upline or CP doesn't have time, then I would reach out to a sideline crown princess, and I guarantee you there's somebody who can help you. Okay, everybody wants you to be successful, and somewhere in your upline, if you look, there is somebody who is willing to help you. I promise you that. Okay, all right, so practice it. I'm sick, you guys, and my throat's getting all dry. Practice it on someone until it's memorized and you're completely confident. Confidence is like essential. So if you are not 150% confident in the opportunity and what you're offering, that's going to bring your numbers down. 100% is going to bring your numbers down. They're going to be able to sense it like when you walk into a room and you can sense the tension. They're going to sense your uneasiness. They're going to sense your lack of confidence. You have to be so incredibly confident in our products and in the opportunity and in our industry and in our company. Because you guys, what's cool about this is we can be 100% confident in all of those things. It's not like we're like, yeah. Here's the thing, direct sales is one of the top producing income industries in the nation. Higher than the NFL, higher than the movie industry, higher than lots of things. I can't think of all of them combined, okay? So be so confident in the fact that the ability to make money in this industry blows our mind, right? Secondly, you can be so confident in our products. They do what they say they're gonna do. There's 100% satisfaction guarantee. There's no wavering in confidence in the product, okay? Thirdly, our company. You guys, do you understand, and if you don't, you gotta freaking figure it out quickly, how amazing this company is and how lucky we are to be a part of this company. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. Do you realize last weekend, Joni flew to Las Vegas to a training or to a retreat that I was doing with 8 girls. 8. Okay, we were supposed to have 20 plus, but the way things worked out, there were 8 of us. And I said, if you don't want to come, I totally get it. I want to make sure to honor your time. And she said, absolutely, I'll come. Of course I'll come. And she came and trained 8 of us. The founder and CEO of our company flew. She took time out of her morning to come and sit with 8 of us. There's no company out there, I guarantee you, where the freaking founder of the company would come and do this. There's no, it doesn't exist, you guys. Our leadership in our company is unmatched. They put their values in God, in honesty and integrity and family. The things that we have to offer as a company, you should be more sure and proud of that than anything, okay? The next thing is our compensation plan. It blows all compensation plans out of the water. Okay, it blows them out of the water. The ability to be able to make money quickly is just huge. Not just on products, we have a huge percentage that we're able to make, 50%. I think one of the highest maybe of other companies, of the other direct sales companies, is 40%. I don't even know if there's one, maybe 2 who allow 50%. I don't even think that there is. Don't quote me on that, okay? But it's right around there, okay? We can make so much money on our sales, and secondly, on our compensation plan, like, you can make a crazy amount of money very quickly, and you need to understand that. Even if you haven't experienced that, that does not matter. The reality of it is that it is possible. And that's what you need to place your confidence in, because it is possible. Whether you have experienced it quickly, slowly, you're working on it, you believe it, you want it to happen, you have to have confidence in that, okay? And then also your team. Have confidence in your team and the system and the leadership and the guidance that you have. Okay, I'm getting off on the hugest tangent. I have so much more to share with you. Don't go anywhere. How long have I been going, you guys? I seriously could talk all day long. Okay. So, first of all, when somebody comes to me and they say to me, okay, Natalie, I'm interested in learning more about the opportunity, or tell me about this LipSense thing. I want to know more. The first thing I'm going to do is ask a question, okay? I'm not just going to blurt out the things that I know, even if I only, oh my gosh, 19 minutes. Oh gosh, I'm in trouble. Okay, even if I have some good things to say, I'm not just going to blurt it out, okay? So I'm going to say to them, awesome, Misha, I'm so excited to tell you about this, tell you about it. I could talk about it all day long. What do you want to know? Okay, we need to know what she wants to know before we just go on telling her everything that there is to know. So we're going to ask questions about what she wants to know. We're going to ask more questions about her. We're going to ask if she wants, she's going to tell me what she wants to know. I'm going to ask, are you interested in making money? Are you interested in just the discount? You're going to find out what it is she wants to know about the company, about the opportunity, about the products, about, you're going to ask those questions, okay? And then I go straight into telling my story, and I do it really quickly, okay? Quick and to the point. What I want to point out are some things that may resonate with her and what she told me. So let's just say she's wanting to make some extra money. She is a stay-at-home mom, and she likes makeup and she just is interested in it. There could be a myriad of things, right? I'm going to point out the things in my story that are going to resonate with her. So I'm going to tell her how I was a stay-at-home mom. I was busy. I wanted to make some extra money. I decided to give it a shot. I was a little bit nervous, but I thought, why not? And then I'm going to share with her, if you have made $50 or more, you share that like you are a freaking millionaire, okay? Because people are not wanting to join this business to make thousands of dollars every month. That's something that is kind of outside of their reality. I signed up to make $200 a month, okay? And I didn't even know if that was possible. I thought, maybe, and what if I could make 500, okay? So tell them, like I always share. So I share what I shared with you in the beginning, and then I say, and you know what? Within my first couple days, I made $200, and I was blown away because that's what I hope to make in my first month. And then in my first month, I sold over $2,200 worth of product. Okay, I'll share that really quickly, and then I say to them really simplistically, it's so simple. It's like a Costco membership. That's how I like to kind of talk to you about it. It's $55, and that's an annual fee. You're able to purchase at 20 to 50% off. There's no monthly minimums. There's no auto ships. You can purchase just for yourself and get a discount, or you can share with your friends and family like I do and be able to make additional income on the side. Now, assuming that you have already asked them how much money they're wanting to make, then you would leave it with a question. You wouldn't say, so are you interested? You would then say, so I know you said you wanted to make $200 a month. Is that like play money, or is that to help with the bills? Okay, so you just gave them a really quick rundown of how it works. You don't need to go into the discount structure and the PV. You don't need to go in how they can make commission. You don't need to go into every single aspect of it. It's gonna be too much. Even what I explained is probably gonna go whoop. Okay, so then you're going to end it with a question. If you didn't ask them how much money they wanted to make, I would then end it with, so how much money would be beneficial for you each month to make? Like if you could make X amount every month, you would be so excited. What would that number be? Uh-oh, I'm gone? Am I gone or am I here? Marcia says I'm gone. Maybe it's her internet. I'm still seeing stuff. Okay, Nicole, you said when you made $50 or $200, am I talking about how much I sold or retail? You can do either. You can say I made $50, or you can say I sold $50 in my first 2 days. You don't need to explain, but I actually only profited 50%, so I made 25. That doesn't matter. The fact of it is you did it, and that's all they need to know. Okay? You're not trying to trick anybody. You're not trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, because we are offering something that is real, that is tangible, that will bless their lives. So I'm going to go into some different ways and teach you guys how to be assumptive, and I need you to keep at the forefront of your mind, you are not trying to trick anybody. You are not trying to convince somebody to do something that is going to harm them. You are offering, and you have to know this with full confidence, something and the ability to change their life. With your help and your support, if they put forth the time and effort, anything is possible, and you have to believe that, okay? So, first of all, your state of mind, and I kind of talked about this, you have to have a positive expectation. You have to go into it with the thought that you're the bomb. Like, this is your jam. Sharing this opportunity and helping people see how amazing it is your job, and you rock at it. And you got to be positive, and you have to assume that they are going to sign up. They're going to take the bait, okay? As you can see, I've done lots of videos where, not everybody's gonna love you, and that's okay, but where you get like somebody who's like, that's rude to try to say take the bait or blah blah, okay? I'm not trying to do that. I'm not gonna go into that any further, but you know what I'm saying. We're not trying to trick anybody. We're offering something incredible, okay? So it works out in your favor. If you're being positive and confident, it puts you in that state of mind. And the more positive you are, the fewer fears you have and the fewer reservations you have, other people will pick up on that. And they're gonna want to feel the way you feel. They're not gonna sense any sort of hesitation. The killer of a sell, and this is a sell, sponsoring and recruiting is selling somebody the opportunity. Selling them the ability to start their own business. The killer of a sell is doubt. If they sense any doubt in your voice or in your messages, it kills it. Kills it, okay? And that's why you have to practice. So always use voice messenger. Always. If you want to text a little bit in between and then use the voice messenger, great. But you have to use voice messenger. I promise you, they will resonate with you. They will hear your tone of voice. You're not going to come across salesy. They're going to get to know your personality. They're going to feel more comfortable. You have to use voice messenger. Now, if you guys don't know this already, you probably do. If you record a message and you think, that was stupid, just swipe up and it won't send it. Make sure you swipe up. If you let go, it's going to send it. But the more you practice using voice messenger, the better you're going to get at it, okay? Enthusiasm, energy, and 100% confidence, they are contagious. So now we're going to talk about being assumptive. You guys know what being assumptive means? It means assume. You've got to assume that everything that you are saying, they're going to eat it up. And they're going to want to be like, where do I sign? Like on the dotted line, okay? So here are some ideas of what you can say once the conversation gets going. If you're able to make $200 if you're able to make $200 amount doing this business on the side, is that something that would be beneficial to you and your family and get you excited? Okay, so you've kind of gone through the process. Maybe they ask some questions and maybe you're kind of at a standstill, like, oh, like what do I do now? They say like, okay, I'll think about it and get back to you. No, you will not think about it and get back to me. We're going to continue this conversation. So you're going to say, okay, Jessica, tell me this. If you were able to make $200 a month, is that something that would be beneficial and exciting to you? Okay, this allows you, you're like the Jedi mind trick master, okay? If she says yes to this question, you have indirectly gotten her to agree that this is beneficial and exciting. Yay! If she says no, then you have the opportunity to address any objections that she has without bringing the conversation to a dead end, okay? So what if they do have objections? Great! That's a way for you to be able to talk them into it. It's a way for you to be able to figure out what are those like uneasy things that they're feeling so that you can overcome them and help them see that this opportunity is perfect for them. Because do you know what I truly believe from the bottom of my soul? This opportunity is perfect for every single person 18 and above. I believe it, like 100%, okay? So these are just some things you could say and you kind of fit them into the conversation. So if I could show you, let's say the person says, I'm so busy, like I don't know how I would fit this into my life, like I'm interested but I'm just so busy. Okay, so then you're going to respond with, if I could show you how to start this business and how to make it be effective with your time and with your schedule, because let me just tell you, Carolyn, I have so many girls who are going to school full-time or who are working full-time, have 5 kids, and they are making this business work, and I can show you exactly how to do that. So if I can show you how to do this, would you want to give it a go? I mean, if you could work this into your daily life, is it something that you would be excited about? Okay, objections can stop us in our tracks, but in this case, if we handle the objection in a way of actually closing her, so we're giving her the solution, then it's a fix, and you're getting them to say yes ahead of time without turning the conversation into a negative. Okay, I promise I'll go back and read these, you guys. Okay, so then she says, yeah, I mean, I guess if I could figure out a way to make it work, yeah. Okay, then what? Okay, we've got to move the conversation forward. We've got to be asking questions and not close-ended questions, okay? So the next thing, these are just examples, you guys. Would you like me to help show you how it's possible? How it's possible to be able to make $200 or $500 a month and fit it into your busy schedule? Okay, so you're asking a question. This is like a gentle, friendly way to show them that you're willing to help them figure out a solution, Figure out a solution and make them feel like they can do it. Okay? Okay. The next thing, another thing is, here's another example, okay? So I'm going to read this because I wrote it out. Jenna, with everything that you told me, it sounds like making $200 a month is super important to you. So you can pay for your daughter's dance and you can take that added pressure off of your husband. I am so excited. Now this is before she tells you she wants to sign up, okay? I'm so excited to show you how to make this a reality. So are you wanting to make $200 right away, or are you wanting to make it over the course of the entire month? So we're assuming that she's gonna sign up, and then we're asking her a question to move forward. Do you wanna make $200 like in your first couple of days, or do you wanna do it over the course of a month? Okay, we're moving it forward. Giving two alternatives will help them make a decision, and in theory, you're getting them again to say yes. They're inclined to choose one of them instead of turn both of them away. So you increase your chances of saying yes, and we're just being assumptive. And you guys, we're doing it with love. We're doing it not in a pushy way. We're showing them that we care and we're willing to find solutions to make it work for them. But remember, if we didn't ask those questions ahead of time, we're not going to be able to say the things about the daughter's dance and supporting the husband. So we do need to know those things ahead of time. Okay, so another way of saying it, I know you said you've been stressed with money and you're wanting to make changes in your life. I don't want you to have to deal with this for one more second. I know that you don't have to, and I know there's a solution. I'm so excited to show you how to make this situation a thing of the past. You guys, fear is a powerful motivator. They messaged you for a reason. They are interested in learning more. Something motivated them, and 99% of the time, it's fear. Fear of not having enough money. Fear of like, am I living the life I want to live? Fear of like, oh gosh, I don't have a hobby and I want one. I want something for myself. So, I just lost where was I? Hold on. So fear is a powerful motivator. The most effective in situations when the consequences of not doing it will actually make their life not be better. So we got to find out how it's going to be beneficial to them. Okay? And it can be as simple as like, they just want a discount on the makeup. Awesome. Well, guess what? You should be fearful that Ulta only has a 20% discount that comes out like every so often. And what if your husband throws away that magazine and you miss out on that 20% discount? That is fear. Okay? You don't have to miss out on that discount. You can get it every single day for an entire year. Okay? I mean, I'm teasing, but really. So a lot of times people will say, okay, but I have this situation. I have this girl and she's just on the fence and I don't really know what to do with her. Like, she's just kind of like, eh. You guys, confidence. You are confident that this is for her. It's for everyone. So I like to say to them, honestly, Jessica, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? I can show you how to make what you're looking to accomplish your reality. And what do you have to lose? Worst case scenario, and I say this all the time, worst case scenario, you sign up as a distributor, you give it a shot, you try, and you don't like it. It's not for you and you decide, I don't like this. SeneGence is so confident and so amazing that if you don't love it in your first 6 months, they will refund your $55. You literally have nothing to lose. The risk is so small and the reward is so huge. So what do you have to lose? Like, let's give this a shot. Okay? Just flat out say it. Don't be afraid to share with confidence, you guys. The next thing, if somebody's just sitting there and they're like, yeah, I mean, I think so, don't be afraid to say, okay, are you ready to move forward? Let's get this going. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes telling somebody, listen, Kristen, if you sit in the same place that you are right now, you're going to be in that same place. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Let's move forward. Let's get you going. Let's today make a difference in your life. Let's make next month you look back on this month and say like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I took that step forward because look what's happened. And I can show you how to do that. Be confident in that, okay? Another way is, unless you have any more questions, let's get you started. I'm so excited for this new journey. I'm so excited to show you what's possible. Be forward, be kind, be considerate. Don't do it in a pushy way. You can, I don't know, this is something that takes practice, but I think as you hear my voice, and they're gonna hear my voice, because I'm voice messaging, right? They know that I'm being sincere, and they can feel my confidence, they can feel my passion, and they can feel my confidence in the ability to be able to help them, okay? If you're a new distributor and you feel like, I don't feel like I quite have that confidence because I haven't done it myself, or I haven't done XYZ. You rely on the confidence of your upline or your crown princess, because they have, and they can help show you how. And I know your team has systems in place to be able to help train your new distributor. So you don't have to be an expert, and that's what's so cool. You can sign up today and you can still make this business successful, because you can utilize the resources and the training of your leaders to be able to help with your new downline. You can reach out to your upline, or if you don't have a strong upline or upline, your crown princess, again, make sure to be considerate of her time, because everybody can't just go straight to her. But if you don't have that support, utilize her, and I promise you she has the resources, and you can be confident in those resources. Okay, okay, and then the last thing, and I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys, is when somebody is kind of just like, I don't know, I think we all have those girls who are like, yeah, but da 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 da, or they just kind of don't say anything, right? I like to say, okay, hey Alicia, tell me your thoughts. What are you thinking about the opportunity? What questions do you have? Like, spill the beans. Tell me what you're thinking. This is a great way to gauge how ready your girl is. If you're looking, if they're still unsure, you'll hear some hemming and hawing, and you'll kind of like know that they're not quite sure, and maybe you'll hear a little bit more of their objections, so that you can kind of figure out what's holding them back and be able to help move them forward. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is follow-up, okay? And this is something that I think people are horrible at, and it's one of the most important things you can do. No means no. If I say to you, no, I am not interested, I will never message that person again, okay? I might have conversations about other things in hopes that maybe they change their mind, but I won't bring it up again, because that's not how I work. If you tell me no, I'm not going to try to talk you into it. But if you don't tell me no, then guess what? That means you said yes until you tell me no. So you have to follow up with people. If you do not follow up, somebody else will, and they will become a member of somebody else's team. There will always be people who will never sign up no matter what. The best person in the whole world could share the experience and do it perfectly, and they will never sign up. And that's okay. Those people will be your customers. But I promise you, every single person that isn't going to be one of those no's can possibly be a yes if you share it appropriately and if you follow up effectively. Okay? So one thing that I like to do with a follow-up is make sure it's within 24 hours. Okay? Write that down. 24 hours. Don't feel like you're going to bug them. Why would you feel like you're bugging them? You're offering them an opportunity to change their life. No, they're bugging you that they haven't responded. I'm just kidding. But, excuse me, hold on. Okay, so you're gonna follow up with within 24 hours, depending on the conversation. Obviously, this is not a one size fits all. Every conversation is different, but you're gonna follow up and you're gonna say, hey, Kristen, just wanted to touch base and follow up with you. Tell me your thoughts since we talked last. What are you thinking about the opportunity? And I can't wait to hear from you. Okay, maybe that's one thing that you say. Okay, we all know the dreaded, you go back to look to see if they saw your message, and you see the little circle in the corner and they have read your message, but they haven't responded. And you're like, no, you almost wish they hadn't read it yet, because why haven't they responded, okay? I like to do little tricks to get them to respond to me without saying, hey, did you see my message? Which I think is okay. But let's say Kristen saw my message. It's very clear she saw my message, and it's a day later and she hasn't responded. I will start with, hey Kristen, did you see my message? Facebook is so funny sometimes. I just want to make sure you got it. It's true, Facebook is funny. I watch lots of funny videos on Facebook, okay? You don't have to lie and say, I'm saying this just so you respond, but I just want to make sure you got my message. Facebook's funny sometimes, and especially with these voice messages. Did you get my message? Okay, that's something that I say. Sometimes I will just ask a random question. So I already followed up and I said, wanted to see how you're doing, or wanted to see what you thought, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like, I don't want to bug her, but I for sure want to follow up again, okay? So maybe I followed up after 24 hours, and then maybe another 24 or 48 hours later, I'm like, I really want to talk to Kristen. I know she's interested. I know I can help her. I know I can offer. I know I can give her something amazing, okay? So I'm going to send Kristen a message, and I'm going to say, wait, are you on Central time zone or Mountain? Like, wait, I'm on Mountain time. Are you Central? I'm just trying to figure out what time zone you're on. Why? Because I just want her to respond. And the chances that she's going to respond to that question are pretty good, because it has nothing to do with signing up to be a distributor, okay? Maybe you ask something else. It can be any random question, but just ask a question so that she responds. And it can be anything. Maybe she lives in Oregon, and maybe you ask a random question about Oregon, like, hey, you live in Oregon, right? Do you know anything about blah, 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 blah? You know, make it be relevant to your situation. You don't have to lie and say, we're coming there next month, blah, blah, blah. But just make it be something that you're interested in. Like, oh, I thought about going on vacation to the coast. Do you ever go to the coast? You're just starting conversation up again, okay? I will follow up with people until they do not respond. Like, I will space it out as time goes on. Obviously, if I followed up 3 or 4 times and they haven't responded, I'm going to put them on my list to maybe follow up next month, right? And you know if they've seen your message or not. So sometimes, you know, if they haven't seen the messages, you're like, okay, they're not wanting to talk to me, but they're still going to go on my list to follow up next month. I have a situation with a girl that, you guys, I think I followed up with her like 1 million times. I'm not even kidding you. There were so many follow-ups. Many times she never responded. Sometimes she would respond to a question. There were like 4 or 5 responses in between that she never ever responded to, but she eventually would see them. She's still on my list. She's a customer and she's thinking about signing up. She's not there yet, but she is on my follow-up list. If you do not follow up, somebody else will, because everybody is either going to do this or not. And that's like the bottom line. If you provide the right information and you support them and they feel cared for and they understand what it's about and they understand with confidence that it's a opportunity that can change their life, they're either want to do it or not. But until they get to that point, you're not going to know. So if they do not tell you no, and they're on your list forever. Okay, you guys, that's kind of it. I hope that that was helpful, and I hope this isn't going to be offensive to anybody, okay? But, well, I'm going to end this at the, well, I'll do it right now. I don't swear, just so you know, okay? Like, I'm not a swearer ever. It's just not part of my vocabulary. But this is something my brother taught me. I used to work for my brother, and he taught me this. See the word assume? If you do not assume, then you're going to make an ass out of you and me. Assume. Isn't that fun? So I want you guys to remember that. You got to be assumptive. You got to be positive. You got to have your sales pitch down, and it's got to be nailed down to a T, and you've got to be confident, and you have got to be the best at this. And that is your goal as a sponsor, is to be the best offerer of the opportunity that exists. And if you share with confidence and you are excited and energetic, and you do all the things I talked about, I promise you, you will be able to get that to a 7 to 8 out of 10 closing ratio. And I promise you, the more you believe it and the more you do it and the more you see it change people's life, the more confidence you will have in it. But if you don't do it and you don't practice it, it's never gonna happen, and you'll never be able to have that true 100% confidence in the opportunity. And it's because you aren't actually offering it. You don't have to be perfect. You're going to learn as you grow, but practice, 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 because practice makes perfect. And assume, make sure that you're being assumptive. Assume that these people need this in their life, because my belief is that they do. My belief is that every person, man, woman, 18 or older, needs this in their life. And if you do not, then you're going to make an ass out of you and me. And we don't want to make me say that word again. That's 2 times in one day. Okay, you guys? I'm sorry I didn't answer questions as I went. I will try to go back and answer them soon. But I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope that this was helpful. And I just love you guys, and I love this freaking company, and I love the opportunity. And you got to get to that place too. And I promise you, if you do, you will see so much success in sponsoring, because you're going to share an opportunity that is going to change people's lives. And who doesn't want to share that? Who doesn't want to shout from the rooftops something that can change someone's life? Everybody does. So let's go out there and let's do it. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you later. Probably.